Hello, Lisa Warden here with Sacred Living. I am here with your reading for the week, Sunday, April 16th through Saturday, April 22nd. And I am using this week Colette Baron Reid's Oracle of the Seven Energies. And also I have your 3 archangels ready for the week, so you can be thinking about whether you resonate with Archangel number 1, Archangel number 2, or Archangel number 3. And I will have those messages at the end of your weekly read. So Sunday finds us looking a little frustrated because we don't see the full embodiment of everything that we've been working on. But the important thing is to stay grounded with our soul star, and that is the earth star, excuse me. So it's the chakra that is existing below our feet that literally connects us to the planet. And so that is something to really be focusing on, is grounding this week, and to continue to really just focus on the outline, because the outline is present. So even if you're not seeing the full manifestations of everything you've been working on. Now, the other thing that comes into play on Monday is you just can't see how all of this is going to come to fruition. So beyond the ordinary. So we have a oracle here who's taking in all of the information, but all of these gold nuggets haven't gotten to her yet. So she can see some of it, again, the outline, but she doesn't quite have all of it. So this card is really asking us on Monday to kind of surrender to the unknown and allow ourselves to be surprised and excited by the way that things begin to come together. So if it's one thing that's really challenging when you can have a keen sense of intuition, is when the guides are quiet. That is just absolutely unnerving sometimes. And so when you have a sincere desire to understand, what do I gotta do, it can be just completely unnerving when we get radio silence from our peeps, our guides, guardians, angels, our connections to the universe. And so this is really asking us to just submit to the silence on Monday that you might notice around how to move forward or any of the questions that you're asking. So Tuesday on into Wednesday has us looking at how to work together with people. And the one thing that really stands out, and it's a grand symphony, like how everything comes together in perfect harmony. And what was really standing out to me is the hummingbird that doesn't even have his little beak all the way in, because there's so much nectar coming out of this. So there's a group situation that is coming to fruition on Tuesday that is just so rich that the work isn't even hard when everybody is rowing in harmony. And so we'll come back to that. And so that's Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Wednesday, there's something going on that just isn't quite right. So a tall tale. So a lot of these cards are much lighter, and this one is so dark, and it really stood out to me. And I'm like, So Pinocchio never was he wanted to be a real boy, but he is portrayed here as the wooden marionette. And so when somebody lies, there's a particular frequency to that, and it just, to me, it feels kind of like hollow, ta-ting when somebody is saying something that is an outright not congruent something or other. I don't like the word lie, but that's just basically the gist of it. But there's different flavors of lies that can present. And so there are the lies that people tell you because it's the story that they believe, and that still isn't going to ring true. And there's the kind of lies that we tell ourselves that don't ring true. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday is really asking us to take a Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday is asking us to take a look at the frequency of all of the things around us, looking for the resonance of truth. And when something doesn't ring true, to really own whether it's not true. Now, that doesn't mean you call anybody else out, because that's never effective, ever. And it's really important information to have in your pocket just for your own purposes. Or if it's a thing you've been telling yourself and you're like, wait a minute, that is just not, no, I don't think that's the way that it is. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Friday is asking us to maintain the courage to keep shining our gifts on everyone. So shining through. So another way that the universe is telling us is sometimes we get caught up and feel like our talents and our abilities are very mundane compared to everyone else's, and that's just not true. There are so many petals on this flower, layer after layer after layer after layer of petals. And so the thing is we're used to the shades and the colors and the frequency of our own layers. We wear them around all of the time, so they don't seem special and they don't seem like, big deal. What's it gonna hurt if I don't do this? What's it gonna hurt if I don't do that? Keep shining your gifts, because we don't recognize just all of the impact that we have in the world. Okay, Friday. Whew. Excuse me. So Friday has us looking at our early programming. And so I saw a few different spiritual symbols when I looked inside the triangle at first glance. And so I don't think it's just the religious programming, but it's the programming of our ancestors, the programming of our family that we were born into, all of the programming that exists, because we are the culmination of just centuries of different people's lines, right? And so this programming is always present inside of our mind, and it is the voice of our fight or flight system. And it is not always in tune with our highest good and what is going to help us be happy so much as safe, because this is always about safe. And so if you find yourself that you are at odds with the safe messages in your head, then you can definitely be asking to heal them, and you can be doing things to upgrade them. So look out for the messages that are too heavily pronouncing the need to be safe. Saturday has us looking at, and it looks to me like 4 main options for something. So when I look at this way, I see 4 different places to kind of hopscotch our queen onto. And so it is saying a powerful move. So the other thing that's really bright in this card is the one that has the key in it and unlocks. And so there's one above all of the other that is going to be that much more of a better option for us on Saturday. So it is something that we have been really thinking on for a while, and we just haven't turned the key. So Spirit is saying, like, this is a very air heavy type of card where it's time to take action. And so you have the information. It's important to step completely into your gifts. Don't be feeling daunted or held back by the early programming. This is the culmination of what you have been seeing the outline of. So that is your message for the week. I hope it blesses you and helps you to move through the week with grace and ease. And if you have your Archangel number 1, then you have Archangel Uriel and claircognizance. And he is here saying, pay attention to your thoughts and ideas that come to you. They are the answer to your prayers. So Archangel Uriel is that wise old uncle type of energy where sometimes questions, he might plant the seed of questions, is a way to help you answer your question, because he is going to help you think about things, because we always find truth when we answer a question versus when we're told information. So Archangel Uriel with those divinely inspired ideas this week. If you have Archangel number 2, then you have Archangel Raphael here to encourage us towards a healthy lifestyle. Eat a healthful diet, get adequate sleep, exercise regularly for optimal health. So the other thing sometimes to keep in mind is the way that we think about ourselves. If you are feeding your body and mind a steady diet of negative thoughts about yourself, others, the world, that is going to not be as healthful for you as really positive self-statements and those kinds of things. And even if you aren't where you would like to be with your health, nobody ever got healthier by talking negatively to themselves. And another thing is we're extremely sensitive to the frequency that we think about ourselves. If you've ever seen those videos with the water guy, the Love is in the Water, with the snapshots of what the water molecules did when exposed to these different words, that's really pretty cool. And they did an experiment where they actually killed plants that had everything they need. They had all the water, all of the fertilizer they need, and they killed them just speaking negatively to them. So that's something to keep in mind. And our third, if you had Archangel number 3, you have, and it is clairsentience with Archangel Raguel. Notice your reoccurring physical and emotional feelings. They signify divine guidance. So Archangel Raguel is that one for harmony. And so when you find that you are involved in group projects, you can ask for your frequencies to all be harmonized. You can ask for the harmony of your family the frequency of your family to be harmonized. All of those good things. So that is your reading for the week. If you are looking for your own reading, reach out to me. How to find me is in the comments in the About section on the YouTube. If you're seeing this on Facebook, just reach out on Messenger. Take good care, everybody. Have a great week. Bye-bye.